set up the two-factor authentication, first we need to go to Utilities, Policies, and Security. Then we want to activate the policy and go to Advanced Settings to configure it. Two-factor authentication can be configured for the 4 different applications: Employee Tracker version 9 and version 10 for managers signing in, and the ESS Employee Self-Service for the employees and the mobile app. In here we can set how frequently it will ask for two-factor authentication to be sent to the employees or managers' email. In each one we have an option for always, once a day, once a week, or once per month. For version 9 and version 10, the email linked for two-factor authentication can be set from the profile or the security profile. And for the ESS and mobile, it will be linked from the employee's email. First, we'll take a look at the employee setup here, and we'll need to go to the personal contact section. And here, the employee has a primary and secondary email, and the two-factor authentication can be set to send the code to either the primary or secondary email here. With it set to primary, when the employee logs into the ESS or the mobile app, they will be sent an email with a randomly generated code to confirm the two-factor authentication. To set up a manager for two-factor authentication, we go to Utilities and Security. We'll edit a manager's login here. And there are 2 ways of linking the email for two-factor. The first way is we link this profile to an employee. Once it's linked to an employee, it will use the email from that linked employee's profile. The other way is we use the contact setup screen here, and we can enable yes to use two-factor authentication, and we can use the user email, which is put in here, or the linked employee email. For setting up a version 10 login, we can do this from the version 10 tab, and we say here that we want to use two-factor authentication, and it will use the contact setup here. For version 10 logins, we can also configure within the version 10 application itself. Under Setup User Configuration, we select the user, and in the general screen, we have settings for two-factor authentication to be enabled, and we can place the user email here, and the two-factor authentication can be set to send to the user email or the linked employee. Now with the two-factor authentication enabled, if I log in as the manager, I will be prompted to enter my code, and I will receive an email to the linked email based on contact or the employee profile. Here I get my code, and if I enter the correct code, I will be allowed to log in.